Let's continue with our number 10. After we read our DLO, we're going to practice writing the number 10. We will review 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we will practice counting objects in different arrangements. Here's a circle, here's some rows, and a line, 2 rows, and then scattered. So we're going to practice a few different ways so that you can be math experts. All right, let's go over our daily learning objective. I'll go first. Today I will read and write the number 10. Now it's your turn. Today I will read and write the number 10. Perfect. So here's our number 10, just like we talked about yesterday. Has 2 digits, 2 different numbers to make one number together. There's no finger space, so when the numbers are together, that's a new number than if it was by itself. So the number 10 is a 1 and a 0. Go ahead and say 10. How do we write 10? A 1 and a 0. How do we write 10? A 1 and a 0. Let's practice writing it. We'll write it 3 times, and then we'll review 6, 7, 8, 9 down below. I'm going to use my blue. All numbers, just like capital letters, touch the sky and touch the ground. So watch me with the number 10. Starting on the left, 10 is a 1 and a 0. 10. Finger space. A 1 and a 0. Finger space. One more. 1 and a 0. Good. Say 10, 10, 10. Let's review 6, 7, 8, 9. 6. Start at the sky. Make a loop until it sticks. That's the way you make a 6. Touching the sky, touching the ground, and loop touches the fence. Finger space. Let's do 7. Straight across, down from heaven. That's the way you make a 7. Finger space. Let's do 8. Make an S. Close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. 9. Finger space. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. With 6, 7, 8, 9, you don't pick up your pencil or your marker. We don't make snowmen 8s. We don't make circles and sticks 9s. We do nice and smooth each and every time. So say 6, 7, 8, 9. And our number that we're going to focus on is 10 today, but I'm going to be racy. We'll use our different counting strategies to count the different objects in different arrangements. So in your book, you have some sailboats that are in a row. I'm going to use my cookies because that is the easiest way for me, to do it quickly for you guys. So when we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I count these objects, I'm going to use my crossing out method. That's my favorite. Watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 on the side or down below in your book. You will have a place to write the number, a little number line. And the way to make your 10 is 1 and a 0. I use the strategy crossing out. Let's do another one. Now I'm going to put my cookies in a circle, because this is where it can get very tricky to count your objects. That's why it's important to have a strategy on how you're going to count them so you don't forget how many you counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I didn't really map that out very well, but I think I got it. Okay, when you have an arrangement in a circle, there's a few different things that you can do. Yesterday, we talked about how you can connect each one. Let's try that first. So start at the top. That's usually the best place to start. So I'm going to count the one that I touch. Ready? 1. Now let's connect them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will not count the one that I started with because I already counted it. So there will be a gap here. Do you see the big gap here? They're not going to connect because I already counted that one. We only want to count each circle one time. That is one strategy you could use going around the circle. Another strategy for counting in the circles is, let me draw them again. Crossing out. That's how I usually count when I'm counting lots of objects in a group. So let's try crossing out. Starting at the top. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't count any twice. I counted them one time around the circle. So pick which strategy you're going to use when you get to the sailboats in the circle question. I counted 10. Now I'm going to write 10. A 1 and a 0. 10. Let's do another one. Turn my page, make sure I get it. Oh, here we go. There's one that has clams that are in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easiest strategy, cross them off. I would not use the connect strategy this way because in your book there is not a lot of space there to really see each one, each line in between. So I would cross them off pretty big so that you can see them easily. So if you just do like a little tiny little nick like this, you can barely see it on the screen, but it'll be really hard because these clams are dark blue. So with your pencil, you will want to make a big slash starting on the left. Count with me. A big slash. I'll even change color so you can see it maybe a little better. But a big slash. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 objects. I made a big slash, so I made sure I didn't miss any, and then I'll write the number. A 1 and a 0. Now, it will be your turn. Well, I probably should do one more example because your very last one, your challenge one, are the seahorses, and they are all mixed up. So I'll do a quick example for that. That won't take too long. So I need 3 different colors. I'll use blue. And I'll use red. Okay, so I've got my black numbers here. My blue numbers. And my red numbers. I need to move you, number 10. I'm going to use my green marker, since that's not one of my colors here, to mark out. When they're scattered like this, you have to pay close attention so you don't miss any. And it looks like it's hard to see the black and the blue, so I'll zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit. Ah, that's better. So let's start with the black. when you have a big group of objects like this, before you start marking, take a look from left to right, up and down, just to see where all of the different colors are. So sometimes it might be easier to pick the ones that are already bright sticking out. Which color would be bright sticking out from the other two? Red. So let's start with red. Even though it's last up here, that's okay, because it's going to be easier for me to find those red ones right away. So let's start with our red. I'm going to start on the left at the top, and I'll probably zigzag up and down looking, so I make sure that I get all of them, but keeping track of the number in my head. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 10 in red, so I'm going to write 10 up here. A 1 and a 0, and I better make sure. Yep, they're all gone. I think I'll do my blue ones next. So before I start, I'm just going to look. Which ones do I not have crossed off? All right, let's get started. Let's do our blues. I'll start on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm looking one more time to make sure I got them all. 10. 10 blue. So I'll write 10. A 1 and a 0. 10. Now we'll do all the ones that are left, the black ones. Let's count them. Let's start back on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double checking you don't have any more. 9 black ones. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. When you're crossing out and you happen to come across one that maybe you forgot, I would go to that number and get a different color, or if you have your pencil, pretend you forget it. This is how you can double check. You can, if you do one strike through, you can do another one that looks like an X. So watch me. If I want to double check my red one, watch me. Then I would just make an X like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I can say, ooh, I got all those ones the first time. Oh, but look, maybe I mixed that one. 10. I didn't miss it the first time. But if you ever need to double count, only do 1 slash the first time, and then the second time you can go in and do an X. That's one way to double check your work. All right, so now it is your turn. In your book today, you will begin lesson 3.6 on page 113, counting up to 10 in different arrangements. It's ocean themed, so we've got sailboats, little paddle boats, and then on this side, clams and seahorses. So pick a strategy, cross them out, count them, write the number. Now it's your turn.